What if I told you that your thoughts about someone could actually physically change their reality? That there's a psychological phenomenon so powerful, it can shape the people around you, and a lot of the time, you don't even know you're doing it. Well, today, we are diving deep into that very idea. It's called the Pygmalion Effect.
And it really all boils down to this one huge question. Can your expectations actually change someone else's reality? I mean, really, can what you believe about a person literally alter how well they perform, how much they succeed? It sounds a little bit like magic or maybe science fiction. But you're about to see that the evidence is overwhelmingly clear. And the answer is yes.
So how on earth is that even possible? Well, the engine driving this whole thing is a powerful concept you've probably heard of before, the self-fulfilling prophecy. Let's break down exactly what that means. To put it simply, the Pygmalion Effect is this. When you have higher expectations of someone, it leads to their higher performance. It's a direct line, a cause and effect relationship between what we believe about a person and what they actually go on to achieve. But the really fascinating part is how this prophecy fulfills itself. It works in this powerful 4-step loop that just keeps feeding itself. So step 1, it all starts with our beliefs about another person. Step 2, those beliefs directly influence our actions toward them. Then step 3, our actions start to impact their beliefs about themselves. And finally, step 4, their new self-beliefs change their actions, which, you guessed it, end up reinforcing our original belief. The circle is complete and it starts all over again. Okay, I know that cycle can sound a little academic, a little abstract, so let's make it real. Let's see exactly how this plays out in the real world with a tale of 2 players. Okay, so meet Chris and Joe, 2 players on a team. Now the coach sees Chris, and for whatever reason, he's unconsciously reminded of some star player. He just gets a good feeling and expects great things. But then he looks at Joe, and again, totally unconsciously, he's reminded of this annoying kid from his childhood. He expects, well, not much. Right there, before a single ball has been kicked, 2 totally different prophecies are already in motion. And those gut feelings aren't just thoughts. They change how the coach acts. For Chris, he's all in. He invests extra time, gives him more challenging drills, offers really specific, constructive feedback. He's nurturing what he sees as talent. But for Joe, it's the complete opposite. The coach kind of tunes him out, barely gives him feedback, and you can see the frustration on his face when Joe makes a mistake. It's 2 players, but 2 completely different worlds. Now, you can imagine what this does to the players inside their own heads. Chris feels valued, he feels seen, he soaks up the coach's confidence and starts thinking, hey, this guy believes in me, I must be pretty good. Joe, on the other hand, just feels overlooked and invisible. He internalizes that impatience from the coach and starts to think, man, I guess I just don't have what it takes. And here is where that loop slams shut. Chris, bursting with this newfound confidence, plays with joy. He trains harder, he takes risks, and his performance skyrockets. The coach looks on and thinks, see, I knew it. My gut was right, that kid's a star. Meanwhile, Joe loses his love for the game. His effort drops, maybe he even skips a practice or 2, and his performance stalls. And the coach, he just shakes his head and thinks, yep, knew we didn't have it. In both cases, the prophecy came true. Now that's a powerful story. But you might be thinking, okay, that's just an anecdote. Is there any hard science to back this up? Oh, absolutely. Let's look at the incredible experiments that actually prove this effect is real. It all started with a Harvard researcher named Robert Rosenthal. And you might be surprised to learn that his first big study on this didn't involve people at all. Nope. It involved rats and their ability to run a maze. So get this, Rosenthal took a bunch of perfectly ordinary lab rats, all the same. He gave them to 2 groups of students. But he told one group, you have maze bright rats. These guys are geniuses. And he told the other group, sorry, you got the maze dull rats. The results were just astounding. The rats that were simply believed to be smart learned the maze significantly faster. The rats hadn't changed. The only variable was the expectation in the minds of their handlers. So if our expectations can affect how a rat runs a maze, what could we do to human beings? Rosenthal decided to find out by taking this idea into a real-world classroom. This is the famous Pygmalion in the classroom study, and it's where this whole effect really showed its incredible power. Here's what they did. At the start of a school year, researchers gave students an IQ test. Then, they told the teachers that a few of their students were special, that they were academic bloomers who were poised for incredible growth that year. But here's the catch. Those students were chosen completely at random. They had average scores just like everyone else. By the end of the year, they tested everyone again. And those randomly chosen bloomers, they showed a significant jump in their IQ scores compared to their classmates. The teacher's expectations, which probably led to a little more encouragement, a warmer tone, an extra challenging question, had created a real, measurable intellectual leap. It's just incredible. So when you put it all together, the story of the players, the maze-running rats, the students in the classroom, it all points to one really profound conclusion about the power of our beliefs. Robert Rosenthal himself summed it up perfectly. He said, "When we expect certain behaviors of others, we are likely to act in ways that make the expected behavior more likely to occur." Think about that. Our expectations aren't just passive little thoughts floating around in our heads. They're active forces that quietly and powerfully shape the world and the people around us. So what does this all mean for you, for us, in our day-to-day lives? Because understanding this isn't just some interesting psychological trivia. It has huge implications for how we interact with everyone. So I'm going to leave you with this to think about. Now that you know this exists, can we actually do something about it? Can we become more aware of the expectations others place on us, and maybe guard ourselves from the negative ones? And maybe even more importantly, can we be more conscious about the expectations we put out there? The beliefs we hold about people today might just be creating their reality tomorrow.